What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DeMoose Art. Welcome back to another video. Today I've decided to do a voiceover. If you guys do enjoy this type of video with the voiceover, let me know so I keep on coming your way, and just keep hitting you guys with that voiceover content. So today we're going to be drawing David Alaba, who is a baller. He's just a baller, isn't it? Like, he's just sick. Let's talk about the drawing process. So as you saw, I started off with the eye. I normally start off with the eye simply because that's just what I do. I'm a bit weird like that. Just start off with one of the eyes and then I work my way around. Luckily as well, I also had a sketch already done, and this saves me a ton of time, especially when I'm doing client work. I want to get as accurate as possible, so I don't play around with just going straight freehand, because that's pretty dangerous. But obviously you guys know me from now. If you've been an OG subscriber, you know that that's how I draw. I just pick up the pen and go. But of course, client work, I've got a short deadline. I ain't got time for mistakes, so yeah. But as you saw, we started with the yellow, and then we're just building it up slowly with layers. Now this is a very important thing that I'm about to say now. This does not just apply to ballpoint pen. This applies to all aspects of art. You need to work in layers. You need to build up the drawing nice and slowly and at a steady pace. You can't just boom, put one color down and say, okay, I'm done with it. No, you got to build it up until you feel like, okay, this is enough. So as you see, I added yellow first as a base. This is something that you don't always need to do, but in certain situations, depending on the lighting of the image and stuff like that, you might need to use yellow. And I've been using yellow as a base for my previous videos. If you guys have been watching them, I've been using yellow as a structured base, but you don't always need to do it. And sometimes it's actually just not necessary, especially when you're drawing someone with dark skin tone. It's not always necessary. You may need orange, pink and brown, and sometimes a little bit of black in certain shadow areas. But again, black as well, always try and avoid it when it comes to skin tone. When I first started though, however, I used to use black quite a bit in certain areas. Even with certain drawing like this, where the places where I'm using brown now, I would have ended up using black. But again, this is why you draw, you learn along and just keep making improvements. And I have definitely noticed since I started doing these footballer drawings, like 3 of them every week, that's the job. 3 of them every week, I've noticed that I have developed, it's been easier to kind of just look at an image and okay, these are the colors I need to combine together, because I've done it so much. I think I've done like 75 drawings since April. That's a lot of drawings, guys. You know, and that's just footballers, faces and all that stuff. So I've been doing a lot of skin tone, a lot of mixing. These are the 4 colors that I mainly use. I'm gonna make a separate video showing you guys, talking about my top 5 tips for skin tone. But I use orange, pink, brown and yellow. They're the main 4 colors that I use now. Before it used to be orange, brown and pink, but I've added yellow in now as an extra, and I feel like it gives it a little bit more flavor, you know. But as you can see, I'm using different pens as well. This is something that I would advise you guys to do. Get as much tools as you can, you know. Instead of just using a HB pencil, get a pack of pencils where there's different grades and all that stuff. It's just going to only improve your art, and it just gives you more options. And that's the reason why I can't get enough of ballpoint pens. Wherever I go on a hunt. I try to look for new ones, different ones, because at the end of the day, a brown from Stedler is not the same as a brown from Ryman Stationer or Pilot, or it's all different tones of brown and different tones of orange and all this stuff. So that's the reason why I always like to buy more and more pens, and just gives me more options. And yeah, more options is better for you guys. Of course, I have my staple pens that I go to all the time, like this one I'm using right now. That's a Days of Japan one. So if I do ever go to Japan, know that I'm coming back with about 50 packets, because these are the thinnest pens I have, and I just love the way they work. They're amazing. I don't think I can find them anymore on eBay. I tried looking, but I can't find them. So I tried looking on eBay and it wasn't there. So I'm gonna have to go to Japan sooner or later and get me some pens. Literally travel all the way to Japan for pens. Who would do that? DeMoose would. But yeah, different brands, different pens, and as you can see, we're just constantly working on the face. Layers until I feel like, you know, I'm good. Like, this is nice, I like the way it looks, let's not add anything else. And working in sections is very important. You don't want to work here then fly over there, because you will miss things, you know. That's part of the reason why I love working freehand, because I don't move and go work. Like, obviously because I sketched it out, it's kind of easy to get like, oh, you know what, I'm tired of this area, let me just fly over there. It's easier because I've sketched it out. Whereas if I was just straight with the ballpoint pen, no sketching out, I can't do that because it's gonna mess up my whole proportion thing. You will have to work in your sections and complete it, and I've been accustomed to that over the years. So even when I do sketch it out, I still work like that, simply because I don't want to miss nothing. I don't want to, you know, like do a bit of the air and everything and say, okay, let me work on the nose now, and then forget, oh, I've messed up the air, like I forgot to finish it off. So again, working in sections, complete the section and then move on is the best thing to do. With the lips as well, do a nice light pink area covering up, bring in the brown, and then you bring in the red. Now some people would have just boom, use pink and just finish with it, but like I said, build it up. If you're looking for that realisticness, if you're looking for that crispy, that oh my god, is that a drawing reaction that you get from most people, you need to build up your drawing with layers. Layers is vital. I can't stress it enough. Without layers, you ain't getting that realistic factor. It's not possible. C'est pas possible, you know? Man dropping that French on you guys. The hair rotation, a lot of circular shapes. Us black people have curly hair. Most of us. Some people haven't. I don't know. Right? Most of them have curly hair. So with the curly hair, you got to do a lot of rotation, circular shapes, and the pressure actually doesn't change. I would advise you to keep it consistent. It just looks different when the lines overlap each other. That's what creates this illusion of curly hair. But again, you got to keep going, fill in the gaps. Even here, when I'm bringing the pen back in to do the what's going to shape up, I'm bringing in the orange. Try and blend it out. You don't want it to look like a wig, like he's just put on a wig on top of his head. You want it to look like it's actually his. So you're gonna have to mix in the color of his forehead with the hair to make it look as one. But yeah, for the hair rotation, circular shapes, obviously if you guys do tell me in the comment section saying, Musa, this was very helpful, I love the voiceover, I'm gonna have to do the voiceover for the rest of my footballer drawings, and that's a lot, guys. That's a lot, but I'm willing to do it for you guys. You know, we gotta keep making this channel grow. And again, like I said at the beginning of the year, this year, I really just want to help you guys. And I've noticed that, of course, because I'm way behind on editing and thing, I've become lazy. I'm gonna accept it. I've become lazy. I've just literally just put on a time lapse, put some music on, and dropped the video on you guys. Whereas I shoulda done a voiceover explaining myself, what my thought process was when I was doing these drawings and stuff, to help you guys out. Even though I do live stream this, so a lot of people do see this live streams of these drawings. Well, not a lot of you guys, because some of you probably don't know because I haven't mentioned it. I'm actually pretty bad at that, you know, like promoting myself, which is not good. I'm not really good at promoting myself, saying, okay, I live stream, oh yeah, I got prints on sale. I'm not really good at that. I'm actually pretty bad. You know, for an artist, I'm terrible at that stuff. Selling, I'm pretty bad at selling. But yeah, I do have prints. Obviously, these footballer drawings is for client work, so I can't sell them. So yeah, but other videos and stuff like that, custom drawings that I've done for myself, they're available on my Etsy, which is linked in the description. Real-time tutorials as well, if you guys are interested, are on Patreon as well. But yeah, here we're working on the shirt. Now again, with the shirt, as you can see, just building up with layers. Again, every time you do a stroke, you need to be lifting up your pen, because you don't want none of that zigzag looking, amateur looking stuff, which is going to take you time. It's going to take way more time, but it will be worth it in the end. As you can see, just this section covering up, this is the part I feel like a lot of people just like, nope, I'm done with ballpoint pen, I can't do this. Because if they had a pencil or color pencil, they could literally cover this whole area within what, 10 seconds, 10 20, okay, let's just be honest, a minute and a half span. They can cover up the whole section, make it look nice and smooth and clean. And some people just can't be bothered with that. But again, that's why you do a lot of mixed media. Like, say if you use watercolor, you could have covered this whole area with watercolor and then add the details in with ballpoint pen or pencils. It's up to you, but majority of the time, you know, people are going to choose pencil over ballpoint pen, because ballpoint pen does take a lot of patience and it's a bit time consuming. I've just gotten faster and faster at it because I've been doing it for so long, but I can understand the beginner be like, oh, this is a lot of mental work and a lot of patience. As you can see, I'm using a different red pen here. I'm not using the same one as I was using before. The one I was using before was from Bic. I think I have it right here. Let me look quickly. Yeah, it's a Bic pen crystal. That was the base red, and this red is actually no. There's no brand on this one. I think I got it from Tesco. Did I? I can't even remember. But it gives me a different tone of red. That's why I used it. A much darker one. The crystal Bic is more bright. But yeah, here we are. We're almost at the end of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please smash the thumbs up and comment if you really did enjoy this voiceover. I really would like to know, and obviously keep you guys, educate you guys with my skill. But yeah, that's it. Again, like I said at the beginning, Patreon videos are available, real-time tutorials showing you how to use mixed media with ballpoint pen, or just strictly ballpoint pen like the skull drawing. Really teaching you guys how to manage like shading and layering, all that crazy stuff and good stuff. I'm out. Thank you. Peace.